Hello everyone, I'm Himani and welcome to another episode of Wellness Mantra. Now let's dive into an important topic related to kids today. Any child can develop food allergies, but they're more common in children from families with a history of allergies. The reactions can vary from person to person, and since parents can't absolutely control everything that their child eats, they should instead focus on monitoring their child for symptoms. Early identification of food allergies will improve your child's quality of life and reduce the number of missed school days. Now, wouldn't you want that? So let's discuss more on this with Dr. Mohana Rajakulendran, a specialist in pediatric medicine who's been practicing it for almost a decade. Hello, doctor, and welcome to Wellness Mantra.
Hello, thank you for having me on today.
Thank you for joining us. Doctor, what are the most common types of food allergies found in children?
So food allergies have been on the rise, even locally and in Asia. And the local prevalence of food allergies is about 5% in our children.
Right.
The commonest food allergies are actually egg, milk, as well as peanut locally.
You know, food allergies, we hear a lot about it around us, but we also hear of food intolerance. So what is food intolerance?
So firstly, food allergies are actually the abnormal response of the body and the immune system to a food, whereas food intolerances is more of a physiologic change or unacceptance of a food by the body. So the commonest example which we see is actually lactose intolerance. And this is because the body lacks the enzyme lactase. So it's not able to digest the food well, and then after taking milk, the children have symptoms of abdominal pain or bloatedness and lots of gasiness or diarrhea.
So we have seen a lot of children have lactose intolerance, and you know, they have been suffering with a lot of, I think, colic pain as well.
Yes, so that is a bit more of the cow's milk protein allergies that sometimes we see in younger kids and babies, and
Right.
the intolerances come as you grow older, usually towards adolescence and even adulthood.
So what are some of the signs or symptoms that parents should watch out for, you know, because children deal with allergies at different ages, like you said. So what should the parents look out for?
So the commonest symptoms for food allergies are usually skin symptoms. So soon after taking a food, you may break out into red itchy rashes or hives, or you could even get facial swelling, lip or eye swelling as well. The second commonest symptoms are usually gastrointestinal symptoms.
Okay.
So you could get tummy pains, a few vomits after taking the food, or diarrhea as well. Those are the commonest symptoms, but then you also have the more severe symptoms you need to watch out for. And those will be things like breathing difficulties, throat swelling, tongue swelling, or even things that affect the blood pressure, making the child look pale or even faint.
So clearly, like we all see, children do deal a lot when it comes to allergies. Doctor, what are some of the tests and treatments to deal with these allergies?
So the tests specifically to pick up food allergies would be either skin prick tests or blood tests.
Right.
So I commonly do lots of skin prick tests because they are very safe and painless in children. So although you hear the word prick, it actually involves just dropping droplets on the surface of the arm or the back and scratching the surface of the skin very lightly without any blood drawing and without any pain. So this looks for a positive allergy diagnosis on the skin. And the other way around it is to actually take a blood draw to look for positive blood test results as well.
Wow, doctor, you know, with so many allergies, a lot of children go through food allergies, respiratory allergies, and also I've noticed that some children have them while others don't. Why does this happen?
The commonest cause of why people are developing more and more allergies is firstly a genetic predisposition. So if either or both of your parents have either respiratory allergies, eczema or food allergies, then the child's risk of this increases. The second risk factor is actually eczema. So we're also seeing more and more children with eczema, and this predisposes them to developing food allergies. And generally the last factor is actually the change in what we see in the environment and livelihood and lifestyle as well. So we know factors such as urbanization, pollution, changes in early life such as exposure to viruses, excessive hygiene factors are changing what we call the gut microbiome, and this predisposes you to developing more allergies as well.
Doctor, I would like to touch a little upon eczema. You know, we see a lot of children have eczema. It's very common nowadays, and sometimes it goes when you're probably a toddler, but sometimes it stays on all the way till adolescence. How does one avoid? Can it be avoided?
I guess there are two evidence-based methods for prevention of eczema based on studies so far. One is that if you are a high-risk family, so either yourself, your husband, or children already have eczema, then what you want to do is within pregnancy itself to start taking probiotics from about 36 weeks and until the baby is born and 6 months of life.
Okay.
Yes. The second evidence-based strategy is actually early moisturizing from the first to second day that the baby is born, top to toe moisturizing to keep the skin moist and smooth. And this has evidence to prevent eczema as the child grows older.
Well, I really hope that helps a lot of parents there. Finally, doctor, what is your mantra for leading a normal life while dealing with allergies?
I think that would be to seek appropriate help early so you can have good guidance on how to recognize symptoms, how to treat them early so they do not become life-threatening, and also how to safely reintroduce foods which you can within the first few years of the child's life.
Great. So early diagnosis, treatment, and of course, be very careful about what your child eats, drinks, if he's prone to allergies. Thank you so much, doctor. Wonderful talking to you.
Thank you. Thanks.